Imagine a civilization 5,000 years old, with cities featuring better sanitation than many modern metropolises. Then imagine that entire society vanishing without a trace. In 1829, a soldier of the British East India Company named James Lewis deserted the army. To hide his identity, he traveled deep into the Punjab region to document the landscape. He spent years documenting these sprawling rectangular pits and intricate brick foundations. Lewis had no way of knowing he was actually the first to record the ruins of the lost city of Harappa. It took another 100 years for the Archaeological Survey of India to realize what Lewis had found. This historical photograph captures the scale of the 1920s excavation efforts, which eventually unearthed Mohenjo Daro and over 1,400 other sites. These discoveries revealed an empire larger than any other in the ancient world. Yet, despite the thousands of buildings found, we know almost nothing about the people who lived in them. This timeline shows that the Indus Valley is among the oldest human civilizations. Their farming settlements appear as early as 7,000 BC, thousands of years before the rise of the Egyptian or Mesopotamian empires. At its peak, the civilization occupied a massive geographic footprint across modern-day India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. But because we cannot read their writing, we do not know their names, we do not know their kings, and we have no record of their history. We have recovered the physical remains and the architecture, but without a deciphered language, the specific stories of the individuals who lived here remain inaccessible. Their cities were built on a sophisticated grid-based plan. Multi-story houses were constructed with clay bricks manufactured to standardized measurements. Look at this narrow city street and the stone-covered drainage channel running down the center. The Indus people built indoor toilets and covered street gutters, creating a level of civic hygiene that was unique in the Bronze Age. This excavated red brick pool is known as the Great Bath of Mohenjo Daro. It was waterproofed with natural tar and featured a system to ensure a constant supply of fresh water. Other ancient civilizations built grand palaces, sprawling royal tombs, and massive religious temples, but archaeologists have found none of these structures in the Indus Valley. They also found no evidence of heavy weaponry, standing armies, or military fortifications. Instead, the evidence suggests a society built on trade and cooperation. They reached a peak of technological and societal advancement without relying on the warfare or social hierarchies seen in neighboring empires. Archaeologists have recovered over 4,000 artifacts, including stone slabs and copper plates, all inscribed with a mysterious script. On this square stone seal, text sits directly above a carved animal. Though found throughout their cities, the meaning remains unknown. We know it was written right to left. Notice the tightly squeezed symbols on the far left. The engraver ran out of space. This logosyllabic script contains over 400 unique signs, with each symbol likely representing a specific sound or a word. Egyptian hieroglyphs were only decoded after archaeologists found the Rosetta Stone, which featured the same text written in both hieroglyphs and ancient Greek. No such bilingual text exists for the Indus Valley, making it impossible to translate the script using established languages. Interestingly, Indus script symbols have been discovered in Mesopotamia, but the way those symbols are grouped suggests they were being used to write a different, local language. While they possessed a complex writing system and a thriving economy, the lack of a decipherable record means their history is currently written only in their stone and brick architecture. Around 1900 BC, the civilization entered a sudden decline. City planning stopped, the drainage systems filled with waste, and the international trade networks collapsed. While earlier historians looked for evidence of a violent invasion, modern archaeology points toward environmental causes for this collapse. This partially dried riverbed illustrates a major theory. A tectonic shift may have changed the landscape, causing the Saraswati River to dry up and destroying the agriculture the cities relied on. Another theory suggests deforestation. The civilization required a massive amount of wood to fire their bricks, potentially stripping the land until it could no longer support the population. A third possibility is a widespread infectious disease. A waterborne pathogen could have spread rapidly through these densely packed urban centers. The survivors eventually abandoned their cities and migrated east to the Ganges River. By 600 BC, the original Indus Valley settlements were completely empty. A society that maintained its cities for 5,000 years ended in a matter of centuries as its environmental foundation shifted. If you found this history compelling, leave a like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which theory you find most plausible.